Namaste children, welcome to English class. Children, in my previous video, I have explained to you about the poem The Veggie Lion. So then we have heard that, I hope. Then after that I told you some works to prepare a letter like that Meena's letter, it is there, now it is there. You have to prepare a postcard and send it to me like that I said. And also one more work I gave you. What is that? Conversation practice. Yes, that also I told you. Some of your friends really they done very well, and I shared those same conversation audio clips to your WhatsApp group. I hope you have heard that one. You have heard that one. So like that you also you try to do your conversations and send it to me. Okay. So do it, then only you will learn. Okay. Then next lesson is, fourth lesson is Yuki and the Tsunami. Yuki and the Tsunami. It is one of the beautiful story about that boy Yuki. What he has done in that story. So that we are going to discuss in this story. So let us go to the lesson that lesson now. So before that they given about here Japan country. Some of the information about Japan. Look at it. This play is set in Japan. It means this is story about Japan. Here are some interesting facts about Japan. Some interesting informations about Japan are here. One, the Japanese name for Japan is Nihon or Nippon. So Japan, it got that name Japan, no? What is the meaning of that word? Means Nihon or Nippon. It means the sun's origin. The sun's horizon. It means sun is taking birth here from here. Like that they have believed. So that it has got this name. Okay, Japan. Its meaning is Nippon, they are calling it. Okay, then after that, that is one of the reasons why Japan is often called the land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Why we are calling like that? Means every day morning when sun is rising in the east, the light of the sun first it will fall on this country only, Japan only. That is why Japan is called as the land of the rising sun. Then Japan is made up of 6,852 islands. There are 6,852 islands in that Japan. One of the beautiful country that Japan is, and also it is one of the powerful country in the world at present. Then the ancient warriors means kings of Japan were known as samurai. Samurai people, they were calling them samurai. Samurai people, they were called kings. Then some of the well-known Japanese companies are Honda, Hero Honda company, that is from headquarter is in Japan only. Honda, Toyota cars we are calling, no, Toyota cars. Its head office is in Japan only. Sony company also, its origin is Japan only. Then Canon, cameras and printing machines, they are all from Japan. Then Toshiba, laptops, you know the Toshiba, and Panasonic, mobiles and laptops and TVs. These are all belonging to that Japan. It means Japan, one of the developed country. So like these big companies it has. Then Japan is the birthplace of several martial arts. There are so many martial arts such as karate. Karate also it has got birth in that country, and judo and sumo. Sumo means fighting. It means two big and fat people together they are going to fight each other. That is sumo. Sumo means fighting each other. Kusti anta heltivalla aa taraddu. So these are all the things they have got birth in this country. Okay, karate, judo and sumo. Then circle the names of 5 Japanese cities in the list now. List below. Now I will read out. Those are the cities belonging to which country I will tell you. Then you have to circle them. 5 Japan cities we have to circle. 1. Sapporo. Sapporo means it is in Japan country. Second one, Mahe. Mahe it is in India. Then Shanghai. It is in China. Then Osaka, Osaka is in Japan. Then Kobe, Kobe is in Japan. Then Suwa, Suwa is in Fiji country, Fiji. Then Oxford, Oxford is in England. Next, Manila, Manila is in Philippines. It is the capital of Philippines country, Manila. Then Hong Kong, Hong Kong is in China, China country. Kyoto, Kyoto is in Japan. Taipei, it is Taiwan, it is in Taiwan. Then after that, Nashik, Nashik is in India only. Then Hiroshima, Hiroshima is in Japan. So now 6 Japanese cities you know now. One is Sapporo, second one is Osaka, third one is Kobe, fourth one is Kyoto, fifth one is Hiroshima, and one more we left somewhere. Yes, 5 only. These are Sapporo, Osaka, okay, Sapporo, Osaka, and Kobe. Then after that, Hiroshima and Kyoto. These 5 cities are there in Japan country. Then now I will read this lesson today. In my next class, I will explain to you this lesson. One of the big lesson it is, and one of the beautiful story it has. Yuki and the tsunami, lesson number 4. Here you see, the people of a small village in Japan get ready to celebrate a good rice harvest. But Mother Nature has other plans in store for them. In my next class, I will give you the meanings of these words. Then it means which are the new words are there in this lesson. I will give you later. So just listen to me what I am saying. Characters. Yuki. Which are the characters are coming in this story? Yuki, a young Japanese boy is. Then Yuki's father, Yuki's mother, first villager, second villager, and village boy. These are all the characteristics they are coming in this characters they are coming in this story. These are all the characters coming in this story, in this drama. Then one, as the curtain opens, in the drama curtain will be there, it is opening first. Curtain opens, Yuki's parents and Yuki are outside their home. They are getting ready for a festival that night to celebrate a fine rice crop. They are carrying paper lanterns, baskets of food, flowers, and other kinds of decorations. Yuki, so in the bracket it is there, hands a garland of silk flowers to his father. Father, I cannot reach the branches of the tree. Will you help me, please? He asked to his father. Then father replied, takes the garland from Yuki and says, these flowers are very pretty, Yuki. Our friends and neighbors will see them tonight when we celebrate our rice harvest. In the bracket, strings the flowers across the branches of a tree. Yuki, thank you, father, that is better. Eagerly, in the bracket, eagerly, father, tell me again about grandfather. Father, tell me again about grandfather. Father replies, everyone in our village remembers your grandfather. He was the one who taught us how to grow rice. Everyone respected him because he was so smart. Yuki's mother steps out of the house. First villager, village boy, and other villagers walk back and forth across the stage in small groups. They are decorating the village. Mother, there you two are. We have a lot to do before tonight. You know, if this is going to be a great celebration, Then we better get to work. Father, Yuki and I were just talking about grandfather. Then mother replies, yes, we all miss grandfather. Yuki, but we remember him every day by doing things the way he taught us. To Yuki's father, okay, dear, that's enough. Memories for today. Let's get cracking. Yuki can work by himself for a while. Father is replying now. I will come with you, dear. Then mother gives a basket of fruits to Yuki. In the bracket it is, Yuki, I want you to take this fruit basket to the sea and make sure that the fruits are washed clean and dried by the time I return. Mother walks off stage. Father, you know how she gets worked up before a festival. I had better go and help her. So in the bracket, quickly runs off stage after mother. First villager, village boy, and other villagers have been walking back and forth across the stage behind Yuki and his family. Suddenly, Yuki feels the earth shake under his feet, but no one else seems to notice. Yuki, surprised. What was that? The earth moved. The earth moves again. The villagers drop whatever they are carrying and bend their knees as if trying to keep their balance. The movement stops and the villagers start laughing relieved. First villager, losing your balance there. Second villager, no way, I have the sure footedness of a mountain goat. Sure footedness of a mountain goat. Yuki, seriously, in the bracket, wait, the earth moved under my feet. I think it was an earthquake. Second villager, we have not had an earthquake for a long time. What makes you think we are going to have one now? First villager, you just don't know how to have fun, Yuki. Always working, just like your grandfather. All the villagers pick up what they had dropped and start going about their business again, as if nothing had happened. Yuki loudly, wait. In the bracket, Yuki looks at the back wall of the room and puts up a hand to shade his eyes. With the other hand, he points over the heads of the people in the audience. Oh, I saw the house below move. Look, the sea has turned black. Now it looks like the sea is running backwards, away from our village. Towards audience it is in the bracket. Now I remember what grandfather had said. The sea would turn black and run away from the shore just before a tsunami. All the villagers walk to where Yuki is standing. First villager, look, I have never seen anything like this before. Look how far the ocean has pulled back. We can see parts of the beach that we never saw before. Then Here, your second villager says, "Yes, let's go to the beach right away. Let's go to the beach right away. Imagine all the beautiful shells we will be able to find. We can string them together." As the villagers leave the stage to run toward the beach, Yuki waves his arms and tries to stop them. Yuki, "Wait, wait, everyone, come back. There is terrible danger. My grandfather told me that this is just what happens before a tsunami." Second villager, "What are you talking about, Yuki?" All the villagers, except the village boy, leave the stage laughing to head for the beach. Yuki knows he has to find a way to get the villagers to move up the mountain quickly. He takes a log of wood from the fire in front of his house and runs to the side of the stage and pretends to set the rice stalks on fire. While he is doing this, the village boy sits down in front of Yuki's house and watches him. Yuki touches the burning log to the rice crop in several places. Then he runs to the front of the stage facing the audience. Then Yuki, "Fire, fire, everyone run to the mountain, quick!" So in the bracket, throws down the burning branch and runs upstage. Then all the villagers are standing together on top of the mountain, including Yuki, Yuki's mother and father. Everyone is panting as if they have run a long distance on a hot afternoon. Everyone looks angry and upset. Village boy steps forward and points to Yuki in the bracket. Yuki is crazy. He set fire to the rice crop in the bracket to the rest of the villagers. He is saying here, he did it on purpose. I saw him. And Yuki, look, look. He points over the heads of the people in the audience. A tsunami. All the characters on the stage gasp, clasp each other's hands, or hide their faces in their hands with fear. It was just how grandfather had described a tsunami. Everything he had said would happen has come true. First comes the earthquake, then the sea turns black and pulls away from the land. Then the tsunami comes and everything is swept away. Village boy, sadly, our village has been swept away. It is gone. The tsunami took it away like it was never there. Yuki, I am so sorry that I burned the rice stalks. I had to find a way to get everyone to the top of the mountain. So, father, Yuki, you saved us all. First villager, you were right. After all, Yuki, it was an earthquake. Father is saying here, tonight we were all going to celebrate our rice harvest. And mother, she replies, now we will celebrate that all of us. Looks around. All of us are still alive. All the other villagers cheer. Cheer means they started to shout and congratulate Yuki and bow to him and his parents. So this is the story written by that person, Elaine Lindy. Elaine Lindy is the lady. She has written this story. Her picture is here. Her image. See, she is Elaine Lindy. See the lady, Elaine Lindy. She has written that poem. And you see, children, Japan is known for its earthquakes. Often there will be earthquakes in the Japan country. The land of earthquakes it is, Japan means. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಜಪಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥಕ್ವೇಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. On the basis of that concept, they have created this story, Yuki and the tsunami. Tsunami means very big waves will be created in the oceans when it will be earthquake in the ocean point. If the earthquake point is there in the oceans means, then waves will be, big waves will be created. Those waves will sweep away everything. They will sweep everything away, village or buildings or everything. So about that they given this story here. Tsunami. Tsunami means they are the big waves. So in my next class I will give you the meanings of this lesson, and also I will explain to you this lesson. Okay. So read this lesson all of you. If you don't know any pronunciation of the words, you can send me that word. I will send the pronunciation to you through WhatsApp. Okay. So take care all of you children. Have a nice day.